This is heartbreaking. Multiple New York Knicks players have spoken out on the Knicks getting eliminated in 6 games against the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, and multiple things have been made very clear about this team that things are going to change in major ways for this New York Knicks team going forwards over the off-season, as the Knicks are known to make a lot of moves in the off-season with Leon Rose as the president of the team, and changes are certainly coming after what is one of the most devastating ways the New York Knicks season has ended in a very long time, and we are going to break all this down and much more. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. Guys, if you are part of that 74% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe. We did hit our goal of 14,000 subscribers before the playoffs began, and now we're almost at 16K. Let's keep it going. I know the season's over, but we have so many fun videos for you guys that's planned. I get the offseason can be slow at times, but getting right into things, it's not going to be slow right now. The Knicks are very close to free agency already beginning, and on top of that, the trade rumors are going to start instantly. On top of that, we have a lot to dissect about the end of this season. There's been a lot of storylines, so you want to make sure to be subscribed. But guys, let's talk about it. I made that subscribe call to action a little bit longer because, well, there it is. The New York Knicks lost in 6 games to the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, being eliminated by the Pacers for the 2nd year in a row, and also getting eliminated by the Indiana Pacers for the 3rd time in their last 5 playoff berths. The Knicks versus the Hicks has been one-sided for the most part throughout these last 10, 15 years or so, and honestly, it's getting really sickening to watch. I mean, the Knicks have had the better team the last 2 years, and both times they lost to the Pacers. Now, part of it is Rick Carlisle just coached circles around Tom Thibodeau, and there's going to be a lot of discussion about Tom Thibodeau this offseason, especially over this next week or so, with things absolutely changing, including Jalen Brunson speaking on that, which we will dive into this video, and a lot more that went down. We saw Jalen Brunson go out there with zero sense of urgency for the New York Knicks to play well. I don't know if it's because he was being hounded. I don't know if he was tired. Jalen Brunson did not look good in Game 6, a game that he's usually phenomenal in. He just didn't show up. I mean, a lot of the Knicks did not show up tonight. OG Anunoby did, which is great. Josh Hart did not show up at all this conference finals after Game 1. Tom Thibodeau did not show up as a coach. Karl-Anthony Towns, for the most part, he showed up, though the defense obviously is horrific, and we also have something coming out about that tomorrow. So you guys want to make sure to stay tuned. But guys, we know what happened. Look, Jalen Brunson was asked about Tom Thibodeau, if he's the right fit for this team. And when he was asked that, way too soon to ask him that after he's been eliminated from the playoffs, he's like, is that a real question right now? You just asked me if I believe he's the right guy. Yes, come on. He was very upset about this, as the Athletic mentioned that Tibbs has the backing of Leon Rose. However, league sources said a full buy-in from Jalen Brunson as well, but ultimately, James Dolan is the final decider. James Dolan, don't get it twisted. When he decides to be the judge, jury, and executioner, he's all those things. And what could happen? Literally anything short of Jalen Brunson getting traded off the Knicks. Look, we've seen one thing happen. Since the Knicks made the playoffs in 2023, this guy's been here. Deuce has been here. Josh Hart has, who was traded for in that season. That's it. This Knicks team changes a lot. This is a team that does not run it back, really. This is a changing team. Things often shift with the New York Knicks. Don't be surprised when things look different again next year. All I'm saying. Now, I think the Knicks have found themselves in the next one position as long as they continue to make this team better and work on their bench. They could easily win the NBA Finals next season. Next season. The Celtics are not really a threat right now with Jason Tatum being out. The Indiana Pacers are... I don't get it at all. I still don't see it at all. But they were better than the Knicks, so I see that. The Pacers deserved to win this series more than the New York Knicks, for sure. They played more of a sense of urgency. They seemed like they wanted it more, and they got it because of that. There's nothing really else to say on that front. I mean, the Pacers just deserved it more, so they won. And, I mean, we saw the Knicks players speak out a ton on the loss. Fred Katz mentioned, and this is the thing that kills me more than anything, Mitchell Robinson was dejected at his locker after the loss, unlike I've ever seen him before. Took this one hard, saying, I don't even got words, to be honest. I should have kept my energy up, and he was very self-critical, saying, I feel like I didn't play to my full potential. I've said this time and time again. Mitchell Robinson's my favorite player on the Knicks. That's been the case for a very long time. Of everything that has happened, how dare you make Mitchell Robinson sad, New York? How dare you? All this man's done This man, time and time again, has been with the Knicks through the worst of times and through the best of times, and he hasn't blinked. He has done everything Knicks fans and coaches and players could have possibly asked for, except for hitting free throws, something that he worked on and was a lot better in the second half of the playoffs. How dare you make Mitchell Robinson upset? There's a world where Mitchell Robinson just played his last game in a Knicks jersey, and Tom Thibodeau did not play him in the fourth quarter when the Knicks needed defense. Tyrese Haliburton did the same thing, and Karl-Anthony Towns could do nothing to stop it, and Tibbs barely had Mitchell Robinson in the game. That was severe malpractice. There is no way around it. It was severe malpractice by Tom Thibodeau to not play Mitchell Robinson, who was, dare I say, the best player in the conference finals for the Knicks. He was the only guy who was consistent. He was the only one who seemed like he was willing to die on the floor for the New York Knicks to win an NBA championship. Mitchell Robinson deserved better by the New York Knicks, more than anyone on this roster. Yes, that includes Jalen Brunson. It certainly includes Towns. It includes Josh Hart and soul of the team. It includes all of them. It includes Tibbs. It includes every other member of the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson and Deuce McBride and Landry Shamet and DeLon Wright all deserved better. But unlike all the guys I just named, they haven't been here for a near decade, slugging it out with a Knicks team that was terrible, being the brightest spot as a rookie on a Knicks team. And Tom Thibodeau has seen Mitchell Robinson be a game changer defensively. The audacity to not play Mitchell Robinson more. And for Mitch to start blaming himself when it's not his fault. It's Tibbs' fault. He should have played Mitch more, and he didn't. I'm disgusted at that. How dare you? It boils my blood to think about. Because Mitch did everything right. And you didn't play him. He was on track for 20 rebounds. He did everything. And you did not play him when it mattered most. And it is infuriating to me as a Knicks fan to have to witness that. On top of that, Jaylen Brunson said, no one's really out there posting themselves about the things that they do or anything like that. We have guys that genuinely just want to work hard and be better. I like that. I appreciate my teammates and everything they do and everything they believe in. On top of that, Ian Begley did mention that Josh Hart dislocated his finger in the fourth quarter of Game 6, as Hart mentioned. Whatever. I'm sorry that it happened. I've dislocated my kneecap. It sucks. I'm sorry that Josh is going through pain. I really am. But it's like, all right. On the basketball side of things, again, I do want to specify. It's all love for Josh Hart, 100%. All love. I hope his finger's okay. I hope he's fine. I really do. The whatever was not exactly the greatest way to say that. All love for Josh Hart. I do not mean it in the whatever sense of I don't care that he got hurt. I do, but it's a report that's like, sure, cool. On top of that, we saw Deuce McBride say, losing this game, we felt really confident coming in. Overall, this season, it felt like a lot of stuff throughout the year got exposed. Now, it's heartbreaking, honestly. Everybody's dream is to get to the NBA Finals. We want to do everything we can for each other. Go out there and just fight as much as we can. You can't control everything. Just got to take it into the summer and be motivated. Deuce with a very professional answer there. And Josh Hart saying, I failed the team. I didn't bring it how I should have, especially in this series. If I played better, it could have been a different situation. Josh had the worst series we've seen him play as a New York Knick. I know people are kind of slamming him right now. There's no need to. We know what Josh Hart is about. I don't know if anyone here is an MMA fan or anything like that, but one of the funniest moments that gets memed all the time in mixed martial arts is when former UFC champion who knocked out Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, he lost a fight. And his interview finishes, and for no reason at all, his dad gets on the mic, grabs Mike, and yells, "This is still my boy!" And it was really weird, and it's honestly one of the funniest things ever if you're an MMA fan, because it's like, okay. But I want to make something very clear about Josh Hart. This is still my boy! I love Josh Hart, man. I do. He didn't play well. He didn't bring the energy he should have brought. And it sucks. It does. It sucks that he didn't. And I'm not happy that he didn't. At all, obviously. They just friggin' lost. But still, I'm not going to turn on Josh Hart because of this one series. People have bad series. They have something go wrong. I am sorry that Josh Hart hurt his finger, and I'm sorry that he didn't play better. It really, really, really sucks. Now, we're going to take a look at this box score real quick because, guys, it's just We just are. We always do. Look, Mikal didn't shoot the ball enough, even though he was playing well. That was an issue. OG Anunoby played phenomenally. No notes there. Excellent game by OG. The man wanted it. He knows how to win a championship, and he played hard. Karl-Anthony Towns, full-blown, just... I'm trying not to curse. Mitchell Robinson. Why did Towns play more minutes than everyone else as well? He wasn't playing well. Mitch should have played more. Play him more than 30 minutes. I don't care if he's tired. Mitch doesn't care. Mitch had a good game, and they just benched him at the wrong times. Jalen Brunson played horribly. It was a terrible game by Jalen Brunson. 19-7 in an elimination game. We have grown to expect so much more from Brunson there. Dare I say an extra 20 points. So that just truly upsetting. We saw Deuce McBride. His shots didn't fall, but he was impactful for sure. Had a positive plus-minus. We saw Delon Wright go out there. He missed both his threes, but he was still doing his thing on defense. We saw Landry Shamet come in. 2 of those threes were in garbage time, but he still played an excellent game and belonged on the court for them. We saw the Knicks bench start to get things going when Tom Thibodeau actually played them. Meanwhile, you look at the Pacers. The Knicks had no answer for Pascal Siakam all series long. He was, I don't want to say the X factor. It feels like I'm kind of downplaying Pascal Siakam as a player. He's phenomenal. He's great. I definitely think way higher of Pascal Siakam than I did coming into this series. So shout out to Pascal Siakam for all the great work he did. That man was unstoppable. Tyrese Halliburton did his thing. The Knicks, at the end of the game in the fourth, the Pacers ran the same play every time where Halliburton was just getting either a floater or creating an open dunk or open three, something that the Hawks did to the Knicks constantly, because the Knicks didn't have a defensive big man in there to stop anything. They had Karl-Anthony Towns or Nerlens Noel, depending on if we're talking 2021 or this season, because Mitchell Robinson wasn't there. Unlike in 2021 when Mitch was injured, he just wasn't there this time. So that sucks. Obi Toppin eliminated the Knicks as well. That sucks. It all sucks. It all just sucks. There's no other way to say it, and Jalen Brunson said the same thing. It sucks. It's just as simple as that. It sucks. This sucks. This is a terrible feeling, but we're still going to have fun on this channel. Look, man, the beauty of sports, and I want to make something very clear, that I think the statement, well, there's always next year, is a pile of crap. I think it is. I think it's terrible, and I don't want to say crap. I'd rather say, but I don't want to get demonetized. And I think it's BS. I think it's a way to show that you're not actually a sports fan at all. Well, there's always next year. Hey, shut up. I don't want to wait till October, and in reality, wait for a year for the Knicks to hopefully be back here. Shut up. Shut the hell up about that. There's always next year. But the Knicks do have a 5-year window, and they're going to be back. And on top of that, the beauty of sports is that it's always consistent. No matter what, no matter how old you are right now, if you're in middle school, if you're in high school, if you're in college, I went through all those, and until my second year of college, I didn't see the Knicks make the playoffs. Because I cared in 2013, but I was not 9 years old. I can't do math. Dude, I was 12. I was 12 years old, and it didn't fully grasp. I didn't really grasp things until the following year, right when the drought began. Unfortunate luck, I know, but it is what it is. I really hate that the Hawks got that free win from the Heat because the Heat didn't want to deal with the Knicks. That sucks, but it was over a decade ago. This video is running long, but look, the beauty of sports is it's consistent. Sometimes life is great and everything feels phenomenal, and sometimes life isn't. Sometimes life sucks, and you feel like every day is just a kick to the spleen because sometimes life is great and other times it's not. No matter what, sports is there. It gives you an outlet. The Knicks have been one of the most consistent things in my entire life, whether I was in middle school, high school, and they were consistently bad, or when I've been this age recently, and it's been consistently good. And they've been a consistency that we can always rely on to have fun. I'm still going to have fun talking on Knicks Digest, obviously. This channel's not going anywhere anytime soon. And on top of that, the fact that this has become my job, that I get to sit here, roll out of my bed, I can touch it right now, sit in my desk, and record Knicks, Jets, Yankees Digest, do other work for Digest Media. It's the only thing I ever wanted to do in life. So getting to do that has been awesome. And I did want to say this to just kind of end this video out. There's a good amount of people who probably clicked off, and that's fine. If you're still here, I appreciate it. But sports create consistencies in life. And before you know it, wherever you're sitting right now, in a few years, what you're doing right now is going to look like a distant memory. The regular day-to-day for you is going to look like a distant memory that you look back and like, damn, that was wild. That was certainly a time in my life. And life's fast, man. I'm bummed that another year of my life has gone by and I haven't seen a team that I care about win a championship because I was 8 when the Yankees won. I don't really count that. I didn't think this was going to be the year. but I'm proud to be a Knicks fan, and I always will be. And for the people who commented that I'm not a Knicks fan and that I'm just a fair weather fan or whatever, fuck you. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for the constant support. Thank you for everything you guys have done on the channel and helped me make this. We will be back tomorrow with a bunch more Knicks content, so you do not want to miss out on all that. Thank you so much for all the support. Have a great day, guys, and go Knicks. This sucks.